Week 9 of the NFL, and our focus is on Rachaad White.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Off the play fake, Levis. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week, and they went over the Packers.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Levis keeps it option left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Levis. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, Levis. He completes it to Hunter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Fighting through, he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You can script to diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
14 yards that time for number 14. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and 10. Levis looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Smith to return it. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Waters. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Levis sets up to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The turnover put in great field position. They don't want to struggle it with 3rd down coming up.
Not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, give you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Levis. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Alvin Kamara. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. The lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, they'll run with White, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Shifts by him. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Levis. Open man is Duvernay. And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's across midfield to the 48. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And it is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Buccaneers,
2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Tua's throw taken in by Evans here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team. And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, you certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that center, guards, tackles, tight ends, some of the wide receivers being involved, maybe a lead runner at times, maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now Tua. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's White. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Here's second and 10.
At the Saints' 39-yard line.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Levis back to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Levis to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Kalijah Kancey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that was just absolutely perfect man coverage. No way for them to go with the football into a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's caught. This is White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
White, he'll try the left side. Muscles him off. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
All right, come on.
2nd and 11.
Here's Tua. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Levis out of the shotgun now. He completes it to Olave.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Levis keeps it option left. Oh, no, lost the football. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Down the right sideline.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They'd seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here. It looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep throwing.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now Levis.
For Kittle here, it's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
1st and 10, it's Levis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. This is caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2.
And now the kick is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that part. happen. Now, it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw is Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bucs, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.